Welcome to the video. My name's Jasper, and in this Webflow tutorial we're going to be covering SEO analysis for Webflow websites. Now we're going to be covering two types of SEO. We're going to be covering on-page SEO and off-page SEO, and all the tools that I mention in here are free, and I will link them down in the description as well. So if you need to find them, just jump into the description and you'll see the links right there. So first, let's start with on-page SEO. And what we're going to use to really check this is called pagespeed.web.dev, which is Pagespeed Insights, and it's actually built by Google. Now it's a free tool with no limits, so you can check as many websites as you like, and it's really just to get an idea of your website's on-page ranking. Not ranking, but more health. So where things may be going wrong, so the speed of it, where there's errors, covers all those type of stuff. So what I did is I found this template here on Webflow. As you can see, it's on one of the test Webflow domains. So we're going to use that as an example. So let's chuck it in, and we're going to hit analyze. Now, an important thing to know is that mobile, 99% of the time, will have a worse score than desktop. And the reason for that was quite simple. It's the fact that desktop has a lot more power and can load things quicker, and I'm just on a nice big machine, where your mobile has to it's a bit smaller and doesn't have the same sort of tech behind it. So as you can see, this score here has come out with a 65. Now what you really want to be aiming for with a website is you don't have to get it perfectly at 100, but you want it to be at least over 80. That's what you really need to aim for. And you'll see on the desktop side is ranking 96. So as I was saying before, usually desktop will rank better than mobile. So in this case, on desktop, they're doing a great job. They're at 96. There's probably very little they need to do there in terms of on-page optimization. But on mobile, they really need to do a little bit of work. So let's dive into the type of errors that are causing this, because it does tell you what's wrong, and that's what's perfect about the tool. It doesn't just give you a score, but it also tells you how you can increase that score and make it better. So right here you have the simple stuff, so really just the first paint, which takes 2.6 seconds. It needs to be lower than that. You'd really like it to load within a second. And then you got time to interactive. Now it's really important to have your interactive time at least 3 seconds or less. Less is better. And now we can dive into why these things are happening. So you can see here, serve images in next-gen formats. So if they did this, they'll be saving about 4.95 seconds, which is a real big deal. So if we look here, they're using PNG images. So it tells you right here, what you should be using is WebP. And they are right. So any website these days should be serving the images in at least WebP format, and also compressing them down to really a smaller size. So you want to be at that sort of 92 KIB, so kilobits. And yeah, so doing that just alone would save them a lot if they converted it and also maybe compress their files a bit. And then they got render blocking, so that means that they got some CSS here that's actually blocking a bit of the renders and making it load a bit slower. And if they did that, they could save another 1.65 seconds. And then they got properly sized images, so that's not a big deal. It would save them about 0.7. And what that means is that they probably got large images, but they're actually used very small on the website itself, so they should change the size of that actual image down to what they'd need it to be. And this is one that I see a lot here, and it's usually a lot worse on many other websites, and that's reduce unused JavaScript. So JavaScript, a lot of the time people just have unused scripts sitting in their websites, and that really, because when you go to a website, it has to download that JavaScript or download that CSS. So if you are not using it, it really should not be there at all. And then you have other diagnostics right here. So I won't go through them all because I don't want to bore you or take up too much time in this video. But yeah, so jump in here, give your website a scan, and it will tell you exactly where things are going wrong. And that's really what's going to cover a lot of your on-page and your page speed. And a lot of people don't think page speed plays a factor, but it really does. If your website's loading slower, you won't just rank less in Google, but you'll also cost more in paid marketing as well. And a lot of people don't know that if they're not in the marketing background. if you have a slower website, then let's say Facebook, so Facebook ads, Instagram ads are less likely to serve your website over a website that's faster, because they want their audience to be able to click that ad and go straight through to the website and have a good experience. If they're having a bad experience with the time of loading a website, they're going to jump off, and they don't want that happening. So it's really important to make sure that your on page is good and the speed of your website is good as well. Next thing is for off page is what you probably hear a lot is backlinks. So if you need to see where your backlinks are, this is a free tool called Ahrefs, and it's the backlink checker. So this is another free checker. It's a very simple one. So what we can do is just to have a look, we'll check out Webflow's backlinks. So if you need to do just one-off checks, I'd recommend using this tool because it's very easy to use and can get some information quickly. But if you need to do this more on a regular basis and track your own backlinks, there is a second tool that I'll be jumping into and showing you. So let's let this load. So right off the bat, you can see they got an extremely high domain rating of 92. Don't worry, don't think that's what you need to aim for, because a lot of websites don't get that high. It's just because obviously Webflow is a massive company, got a lot of branding and a lot of links out there. Right there you can see they got 1 million backlinks, which would be extremely hard to achieve, and then also 12,000 referring domains. Now while we're on that topic though, a lot of people get this thing where they focus on the backlinks, where I adjust the backlinks here. And that's not what you want to do, because let's say they got 1 million, you might see the difference here of 1 million backlinks but 12,000 referring domains. So what that means is they got 12,000 domains pointing to their website, and that's causing 1 million backlinks. So that means multiple backlinks on the same domain. When in reality you only want to have about 1 backlink is perfectly fine from the same domain, because having 2 backlinks on the same domain name, and when I mean domain, that's the website, isn't going to do you any more help. So if they had 1 from each of these, it would have had the same effect as these 1 million. So let's say if they had 12,420 backlinks from these referring domains, it would have done the same effect that these 1 million had. So that's just something to remember. Focus more around the referring domains over the number of the actual backlinks. So here it also dives into where the backlinks are coming from. So it's great if you need to see, what's actually referring to your website, or maybe even check out your competitors to see where their backlinks are coming from. And then it also links through here, so it shows where on the page, what it's linking to, what the anchor, also known as a keyword, is. And you can really find some good information here. And it also tells you the domain ranking of those domains as well. And you can also jump into the top 5 anchors here. So this shows you the top 5 being used. Of course, we've got Webflow there, made in Webflow and powered by Webflow. And then we go to the top pages. So these are the 5 top pages that really have the most backlinks directed to them, because you can direct a backlink to different areas of your website, which is a smart thing to do. If you're starting off and getting backlinks, I advise not to have all your backlinks just going to the home page. You want to spread them out all throughout your website, make it look a bit more natural. So instead of them just going to the home page, maybe send some to your services page or your blog posts, just so it's spread out around your website, because it still has the same effect as well and can help that individual page rank. So here you can see it's their main home page, here's them here. You also got their templates one as well. So yeah, that's really that tool there. Now, if the next tool is called Simrush. You might have heard of it before. Now, it's actually a free and paid tool. So they have a paid plan, but they've also got a free plan. It has some limits, but it's a forever free plan. So it doesn't expire or anything like that. And it's really good for people that are starting out to get the free plan, because you get some good stuff to use, and it will really just sort of help you on your way of doing SEO for your website without having to fork out a good amount of money. So if you dive in here, this is just a quick overview of one of my websites. So as you can see, we'll say 8 organic keywords. So that's for the US. So what that means is they've picked up 8 keywords that I'm not actually tracking, that I've started ranking for in the US. And here you've got the referring domains. So I've got 21 referring domains. And then you can also track keywords. So what that means is that on the free plan you can get 10 keywords. So these are ones that usually you'll probably be most important to you, that you want to rank for, and it will track them every day. So you don't have to go in there and search and have a look. It will keep track of them, give you an update every 24 hours of where you're ranking, and show you the increases and decreases, which is great for SEO in general and knowing where you're ranking on Google. And it can also give you some site health errors. So not site health errors, just an audit. And it will kind of show you where things are going well, where things are going wrong. Sometimes you can get some false positives in there, like a lot of these warnings and errors here were sort of false positive and not that much of a big deal. But sometimes they are real, so it'd be good to you to know. So if you're starting out, I'd definitely recommend getting the free Simrush plan. Don't go for the paid, but get the free one, and then you'll be able to just keep an eye on your website and really just get a hang of it. And it might look intimidating when you jump on, but it's extremely simple to use. You'll just be able to jump into position tracking, put in your keywords that you'd like, up to 10 like I said, and then you can just keep track of them every day and knowing where you are. But thanks for watching this video today. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe, and yeah, jump into the description and you'll find the links to all of these free tools, and look forward to seeing your next video, and give me a like if you liked it. Thank you.